and hockey.
And baseball, Tampa.
Oh, yeah, I actually have their hat.
The
Their
Rays-
visors were on sale at the Going Gone store for 75% off. It's like, why do you send Tampa stuff to West Palm Beach? It's like sending Miami Heat stuff to Tampa. Who cares? Who wants it? Or worse yet, sending Miami Heat stuff to Orlando, where they have the Magic and they hate us. You know, why send your gear there? There's going to be two guys that are like contrarians.
Right.
Oh, that's right. It's like sending FSU stuff to University of Florida. We know that we're superior to you, FSU parent.
They did it pretty quick.
I don't care about.
I'm kidding.
I appreciate the fact that my child has something to cheer for on multi-sport levels. It's so much better than like going to UCF or USF, where you're Division II and you're lucky to have anything. I mean,
That's true.
she's got softball, she's got baseball, she's got basketball, swimming, gymnastics, the whole slew of everything. Actually, yeah.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
They aren't.
Finally. I'm
Can
so
you give
sorry
us
about
another
that.
2
The agenda
minutes?
looks a little janky because it's related to the code enforcement officer and the attorney, the town attorney.
See, they're too busy to become insulted by this.
Especially that abatement. That needs some legal work.
That was when she said, oh, no, that's.
What's Verizon time? 1:30?
1:35.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
all
take
good.
it.
It's all good. 1:39 now.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm just waiting. We're just waiting. There's no need
Want
to.
to wait?
We're just hanging.
Who are we waiting for? Mitty? They're not ready? Proud of myself then. Because this was definitely the 11th hour.
I heard that, and I would concur. Because we did pre-hearing review, and so cases appeared that were not on our pre-hearing review.
Oh, that would be the manager's doing, not mine.
I'll take
I can
the
take
blame
the
for it.
blame for that.
You can?
Hey there.
Hi.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Not for code enforcement.
So are you a code enforcement case of mine? Okay. This isn't like a town council meeting where we have public comment. This is just.
No.
No. This is
It's
just for
code
code
You're
enforcement
welcome to stay
cases.
with us, sir.
It's like going to court. It's the same
Yeah, I've
concept.
got 5 cases here, and if you're not one of them, if you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
listen, fine.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
council does meet on the first and third Tuesdays. 6.
So,
For this meeting. It's a hearing, actually.
yeah.
So did the second one go to summer school this year?
The second one has reverted to her sleep pattern of staying up all night and sleeping during the day.
Yeah.
She gets up around noonish to 2ish.
Just-
She goes to the gym 5 or 6 days a week, so I cannot complain about that part of it. She's in
Is that
really
when she
good
gets
shape.
up or before she goes to bed?
This is after she gets up. She usually likes, she goes to the gym at about 5 to 7 p.m. And we quiz her every night when she comes home about the gossip, because she's a pretty girl and she gets a lot of attention there.
Uh-huh.
So we have the 27
No, the
club.
other one came off.
There's a security guard, a personal trainer, and a new guy that are all 27.
Uh-huh.
And we have the 21-year-olds, and then we have her stray friends. And we get the drama report every time, because you can't make it through without the drama report. So, and Ken's probably seen this on my Facebook, but.
You know, for the one that gets the attention at the gym, tell her I can relate to that. Every time I go in the gym, I hear people going, look at that.
I'm gonna start going to the gym.
We're ready.
It's so much better for you.
Too late,
We're
Mitty.
taking our break.
You've
now.
given up.
Yeah.
This is my 91-year-old mother with my 24-year-old daughter and my 20-year-old daughter.
Oh, wow.
And I produce pretty girls.
I
You
saw that
did.
the
They're
other day.
gorgeous.
I saw
Which one's
that, but I
21?
didn't
That
hit
one?
like.
20.
And that was 21, 24. And that's
91.
your mom?
Yep.
You're kidding.
5 foot nothing in South Korea.
Oh my gosh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, you should see
These
pictures
girls
of
are
her when she
gorgeous.
was young. She was, oh,
They are gorgeous.
all right, I think they want me to play.
Mitty doesn't like to play.
Nah, she wants
She's
to
too
work.
serious. She needs to eat a cupcake. Hi, Greg, how are you? Did you bring us something? Just kidding. I'm mistaken.
The supervisor of
with the
elections will
bakery.
have to, deal with that along with the Commission on Ethics. Remember, we have a $25 limit
We do.
for
but,
food, I believe.
I think the ground stew fish is only, what, $25? I'm just messing with you. Lunch? You're right by the bakery, cocoa bread.
All right, are we actually ready? Do you need another minute? You look
It
like you
is.
need another minute.
Go ahead. We'll be
All right,
ready.
good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Town of Mangonia Park Code Enforcement Special Magistrate Hearing for June 25th, 2024. According to Verizon, it is 1:43. We're a little late getting started, but we are starting now. My name is Doug McGibbon. I'm the Special Magistrate. The first thing I'm going to do is swear everyone in, so everyone please take a moment to raise your right hand. Does everyone swear or affirm the testimony they're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Everyone does. Excellent. Our cases today are either going to be violation hearings or fine assessment hearings. There is an abatement, but that's kind of one of those two anyway. In those cases, the town will get to go first. They will present their evidence. They will try to get their file into evidence, and then they will rest. And if you are you here for a case, sir? Good. Then you get a chance to either question them if you want to or put on whatever evidence you want to put on. Once all that is done, I get to make a decision. And with that being said, I guess the town can take it away. Why don't we pull the gentleman's case who's here?
Is he here for that one? Okay. The first one, he's here for the first case on the agenda,
Oh,
Special
how-
Magistrate.
How nice.
It's a violation hearing. My name is Amity Barnard, Town Attorney. The case number is 2024-06. The violation address is 1747 45th Street, and I'll turn it over to Officer Scott to present the case.
Good afternoon. My name is Darian Scott. I'm the code officer for Mangonia Park, the town of Mangonia Park, sorry. And I'm presenting case number 2024-6. The tenants there are Extreme Sound and Accessories. And the section of the Code of Ordinances which has been violated are Division 2, Appendix A, Section 7 of the town ordinance. We had outside storage on the property of a box truck. On fax May 14th, the above reference was posted. Violation and hearing was mailed via certified and regular mail. Duplicates of the violation and hearing were hand-delivered and posted at the property. We received a signed certified return for the piece of mail. So basically, on the violation on the property, just having outside storage, a box truck specifically, is being stored on the property.
All right, so do you have photographs of some of the complaints that you are trying to process?
We
Yes.
did. Did you, before we do that, did you also post the property?
Yes.
On what date?
May 14th, I posted.
Yeah, he said he posted and hand-delivered, and he also says he received a signed green card because I pay attention.
Sir, can you come up to the podium, please?
I actually wrote it down. Hand-delivered, posted, RR received.
What's your name, sir?
Gregory Levy.
And your relation to the property is?
Well, I'm a leasee.
You're the
renter.
lessee?
Yes.
Does the property owner know you're here today?
Not sure.
All right, just one question. Extreme Sound and Accessories, is that what you're here for?
Yes, sir.
Is that a company, a corporation, or
Um,
just a business name?
It's a business LLC.
Oh, it's an LLC,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
That's a limited liability company, which is close enough to a corporation. I just
Yes.
want to make sure everyone gets everyone's name right.
Okay. thank
So it's Extreme Sound and Accessories LLC
you. Correct, sir.
as the tenant. Great, thank you.
And on the agenda, Special Magistrate, a little bit further down, it says the owner is Sidney Spiegel. That's who was noticed for today's hearing.
Okay, so that's the property owner. Which
Correct.
is fine, because that's who you have to notify under the statute.
So these are the documents that the town would like to enter into the record. I'm going to show them to you and ask if you have any objections.
Okay.
On this side is the cost recovery sheet for today's hearing. the affidavit of posting for
Okay.
today's hearing, the signed certified mail that came back to the town for the notice of violation, notice of hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the notice of violation. Page 2. The notice of hearing is here.
Pictures.
Photographs. That's a photograph showing that the property was posted.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is the tax collectors, for now just showing that Mr. Spiegel owns the property. Same thing, the property appraiser printout similarly showing proof of ownership. And that is the blank document that I'll take out. Any objection to these documents being entered?
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, admitted without objection. And on behalf of the town, which of these issues still exist?
The box truck, from my understanding.
Okay, 103.60.
So just so you're clear, Special Magistrate, the notice documents that are in the file also contain a violation of, or reference to a violation of section 15-37. That's a noise violation. The town is requesting that it's not on the agenda, but that we not hear that portion of the case. We're strictly here today for the box truck.
Okay, that makes my life easier. I'll just write a letter or run a line through the loud music portion. Okay. So basically, just take out the first 3 sentences of violations and just
Right,
proceed,
the alleged
proceed on the
violation.
second
Right,
actual
the
sentence.
Appendix A, Section 7 is the outdoor storage without approval of the town council.
Yeah, good, okay.
And just so the magistrate is aware, there is an application, as I understand it, that is into the town for outdoor storage.
Yeah, well, I was going to go to try to do a little educational thing about you can apply for, but he's already
Yeah,
hit that
okay.
phase, so good, we're moving along. Okay, so we have a box truck that's not allowed in a limited commercial area of Mangonia without permission from the council, is that correct?
That's correct, and though he
And
has
there's
an
an
application
application
in, right, that's a public hearing process. So this is a vehicle that can be moved. We're asking you to require that he remove it by July 5th, which is next week, or appear at the July 23rd fine assessment hearing, or face a $100 a day fine in the event of noncompliance, and then you have a cost recovery sheet in the amount of $103.60. Obviously, if his application proceeds to the town council and he's ultimately approved for outdoor storage, he can bring the vehicle back.
Right, so
But-
you're saying that for a temporarily, you need to get the box truck out of there until
Okay.
the council approves your use of the
If,
parking.
if the council approves,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
we sit here today, we can't guarantee that this is a
No,
code enforcement
I'm
hearing,
just
but
saying,
if he is ultimately granted approval, then it can return.
and they
But
can return it because it would be an approved
it would be an approved
vehicle
outdoor
in that
storage.
limited
Right.
commercial zoning. Okay.
Right.
And you agree that you are applying for the approval that you did
Yes,
not know
sir.
you needed?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm probably pretty sure you didn't know you needed it. All right, so what they're saying is you need to move this by the 5th of July, or you'll be back here in front of me on the 23rd of July
Okay.
and face a $25 a day fine from the 6th on.
We were asking for 100.
100, okay. $100 a day fine. I think that's motivational to get your truck parked somewhere else for
Okay.
however long it takes. I think you people meet twice a month. So you should be able to deal with this in a fairly expeditious way, depending on what kind of notices and whatever other things you need to do pre-hearing.
And just, I would say, if, once you move the truck, make sure you call the magistrate's order will say this, but make sure you call code enforcement, so he can come back and look at the property and see that you're in compliance
Yeah,
before
what
July 5th.
you really want is what's known as an affidavit of compliance in your file. And when you get the code enforcement order, it's going to say in one part, the only bold part, you need to call to have them re-inspect because
Okay.
they don't necessarily just do it.
I understand.
Especially the bigger places or with more people, it's like, he may not go through the whole neighborhoods or the whole businesses, every route. So you need to call him when it's gone. That way you can verify it when it's gone. And
Okay.
if you receive approval from the town council, you get to put the truck back at whatever day they agree, either the date of the hearing or some future date if they say something about that. Okay? So 75723 is granted along with $103.60 in costs that someone will eventually try to collect. Okay, is that it?
And your order will also reflect a $100 a day fine if that's necessary. I don't
Yes,
expect it
ma'am,
will.
I changed the amount on my
Thank
thing
you.
to 100, and I put in the 103.60 in cost.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, hopefully I won't see you again.
Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank you
take
so
care.
much.
Have fun with the council.
Can you repeat the court cost too?
The court cost is 103.60.
The next case on the agenda is 2024-10. That's being pulled. They complied within the time specified in the notice of violations. That's being pulled.
I enjoy hearing people comply.
The next case is top of page 2, 2024-10.
Mitty, I'm sorry, which one came into compliance? I
Number
missed that.
2.
Number 2,
2024,
-10.
should that be 10 or should it be a different number?
Yeah, because 2 and 3 are the
Yeah,
same. Are they,
that's a
is it
correction.
the same case? Scrivener's error, we like that term.
Oh,
Makes it
I
sound,
like Scrivener's error.
it sounds so much fancier.
That's Mitty's error.
This one.
What is the next case?
No, I think they're pulling. Are you pulling 5708 Briarwood?
5708 Briarwood is being
That's
pulled.
being pulled. I mixed up the case numbers, I repeated them, I think.
What's the next case number?
Apologies, Mitty.
1720 East Tiffany.
2024-10 is the actual case number for number 3.
So the actual case number for number 2 doesn't matter because it was pulled anyway.
The number 3 should be 2024-8.
Oh, and wait, okay, so
Yeah.
10 is the correct one.
10 is the correct number for number 2, which is being pulled.
All right, oh wait,
And then 3 is 2024-8. And then that should be resolved.
yeah, I was at the Atlantis hearing earlier this morning and they had a hearing on their case number 00001. And I'm like, you can eliminate about 3 of those zeros because this is June and it's your first case. But they had it as 4 zeros and a 1, so that was very ambitious.
All right.
All right,
with-
now we're on case number 2024-08 at 1720 East Tiffany Drive, Suite 200. Please proceed.
Yes, thank you, Special Magistrate. As you said, that's 2024-8, 1720 East Tiffany. The owner is Alexa Realty Solutions. And I'll have Officer Scott present the case.
Good afternoon. My name is Darian Scott. I am the code officer for the town of Mangonia Park. I'm presenting case number 2024-8, Jacob Companies at 1720 East Tiffany Drive. The violation section of the code ordinances which has been violated is Appendix A, Section 7, and Section 14 of the town ordinances. On May 14th, 2024, the above reference was posted. Violation in hearing was mailed via certified and regular mail through postal, U.S. Postal Service. Duplicates of the violation in hearing were hand-delivered and posted at the property. As well, we did receive a signed return green card, certified mail, and the sections violated is basically improper outside storage of commercial vehicles and shipping containers being stored on the property.
Okay, and your service was how? How was it served?
Oh, posted, certified, regular, was sent out and posted at the property.
Give him the dates, if you could, that you sent your
the
certified
date?
mail and the date that you
Oh,
posted.
I said May 14th, sorry.
Perfect, thank you.
5/14 is the posting date or the signed green card
Yes, signed green card return.
on the 14th?
No, later.
Nah.
On the 16th, it was signed for.
All right, 5/16 is return receipt signed. Okay, good, you have service. All right, let me look at the file since there's no one here to object on the other side.
You got that to him? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. And not only do they have a signed green card, but you also have an affidavit of mailing and posting, so you have double service. 60, and, let's see. Well, at least they're colorful shipping containers. You know, you don't want bland and boring gray ones. You've got a little orange and some blue going on here. It's very Gator.
That's right.
All right, I see a picture of the posting of the Jacob Companies with a reflection of our code enforcement officer in it.
Correct.
All right. Does the situation still remain the same according to the 6/25/24 photo I see from 9:10 a.m.? I believe it does.
Correct.
You were out there this morning, right?
Yes, I went out there this morning. The owner has been in contact with us as well, but I did notify him to, he asked for an extension, I think, for July 10th. But I did tell him that, only person that can, receive that request is special magistrate.
Okay.
But he's not here.
He's not here to request it. Well,
We-
and
we
what
were-
is your response to his request?
We were gonna ask for compliance by 7/5 or appearance at the 7/23 fine assessment hearing or a $100 a day fine consistent with your prior ruling. This is the same, outdoor storage violation. Again, you have administrative costs in the amount of $105.60 in the case file. I wouldn't object to pushing that date. That's just 5 days, so that's
Yeah,
seems
that's
reasonable
what I
to
was
me.
thinking. If we're having a meeting on July 23rd, they've requested an extension to July 10th, give it to them. We're going to give it to them. That way, they can't say that you did not accede to their request. And once they are no longer in compliance, it's their problem, not yours.
And it's
So,
on email,
in this
too.
case, it's going to be 710, 723, or a $100 a day fine with costs in the amount of $105.60 being assessed against the respondent.
Thank you.
Okay. And next we have case number 2024-04.
This is a fine assessment hearing. As you say, case 2024-04, it's 1210 Giller Avenue, Paula M. McFarland. And I'll have Officer Scott again present the case.
Good afternoon again. My name is Darian Scott. I'm the code officer for the town of Mangonia Park. And today we have case number 2024-4, Paula McFarland at 1210 Giller Ave. The sections of the code of the ordinances which have been violated are Appendix A, Section 14, Section 6-240, and Section 6-242, and Section 27-16. Basically, the maintenance and upkeep of the property. At one point, there was improper parking and storage of a commercial vehicle, miscellaneous trash, debris, and overgrowth on the property. On June 3rd, the above reference was posting. The order of fine and violation was mailed via certified and regular mail through U.S. Postal Service. Duplicates of the order of fine and violation were hand-delivered and posted at the property as well. And we did not receive a green certified, a signed green certified card.
Right, but you do have it hand-delivered and posted, so that's service and service.
And this is a fine assessment hearing, so your previous order required compliance on or before June 11th. I'll ask the code officer, is the property in compliance as of today?
No, it is not as fully in compliance. They have reached out, and we have been in communication. The home was painted, as you'll see once we give you the pictures. The home was painted, but the rubbish and kind of miscellaneous trash was kind of still in the yard.
So they did the hard thing and left the easy stuff.
And there was an issue with the soffit or the roof. Has that been complied, or is that still out of compliance?
It looks like it's in compliance from when I visited the property this morning. So I would call it in compliance for the roofing of you're talking about the edge?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would call it in compliance.
All
So
right,
the-
so the roofing is all good, it's just miscellaneous items now?
Is that correct?
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so,
Paid their court cost as well.
okay, so they paid their,
Oh, they
Cost.
paid, okay.
all right, so this is just a fine assessment hearing. How much, how long?
It is a fine assessment hearing, so it's been 14 days out of compliance since
So
your
400?
order. No, it was, can I please see that? Your previous order was $50 a day,
800 then.
right, and continuing until compliance is achieved, and then there. Is there cost recovery sheet? Make sure it's not in that one. And then we'd also be asking for cost recovery for today's hearing.
In the amount of, we're looking.
I just need to figure out how many pictures. You took how many today?
Just two.
Two. So the total, hold on one second, please. 10260, please. That's,
All right, granted, 800 plus continuing and $102.60 in costs. All right, which brings us to our final case, your abatement case number 2024-3.
Special Magistrate, do you want to see this case file just to verify service?
Sure, just
Thank
let me
you.
look at the affidavits. Just checking service more than anything else on these. Great, thank you. Yeah, maybe you should go by there and tell them they're almost there. They just have to get rid of a couple little things and they'd be,
Yeah, that's the
They'd be
point we've been
good.
trying to push.
yep. And they don't need that cooler out front.
Yes, there's a couple of things out front I've been trying to explain to them to
Yeah, I don't
please
mind-
remove.
I don't mind kid toys, you know.
Yeah.
People have kids, toys outside are not a horrible thing, but the coolers and other things need to be placed in a better spot.
Rotors, I
Yep.
think it's been a couple.
All right, 800 plus continuing is granted with 10260 in costs. Last but not least, we get to the abatement case.
Yes, sir. This is an abatement hearing. This is case number 2024. I just wanted to make sure. I'm sorry, 14 times. I'd like you to ask that you reopen the prior case. That should be 700 in continuing.
All right,
That's what I had written down, but I thought I did the math wrong, but it actually is 700, so. Thank you, sir. The abatement case is 2024-3. It's 4807 North Australian Avenue, LLC. The address of the violation is 4807 Australian Avenue. You'll remember you saw this case at a prior hearing. There was significant overgrowth of vegetation. There was also graffiti painted on a wall that was out at the property. You, at your prior order, authorized the town, gave them time to comply, but also authorized the town to perform abatement. So the town has done that. So what we're here today for is assessment of our abatement costs and administrative costs. So the abatement total, you'll see a receipt in the case file for $1,050. And then our administrative costs for today are $105.60. And we'd also ask that you reaffirm the administrative costs from the March 26th hearing in the amount of $107.60.
all right, let me look at the file. How is service
And I'll have Officer
achieved?
Scott, can you give him the service on the record? Thank you.
Yes, no problem. My name is Darian Scott. I'm the code officer for the town of Mangonia Park. And here I'm presenting case number 2024-3, 4807 North Australian Ave, LLC. On June 3rd, 2024, the above reference was posted. Notice of hearing was mailed via certified mail and regular mail through U.S. Postal Service. Duplicates of the notice of hearing were posted at the property and at Town Hall on June 3rd. And the sections violated were 27-16 A and B, 6-240, Section A and 2 and 5, and 6-242, 1 A, C, D, F, and G.
Okay, let me look at the file, please.
And I think I misspoke when I read the case number. It's the correct number that Officer Scott read, which was 2024-3.
Yep. All right, we have an affidavit of mailing and posting. So you have service. Landscaping and planting is the basis.
Of it, yeah.
Okay. 60. Great,
And the photographs in there show the compliance after the abatement.
yep. You abated it on my birthday. How nice. All right, so the graffiti is clean, the walls are cleaned off of vegetation, life proceeds, so I will grant your $1,050 in abatement cost and $105.60 in hearing costs for this hearing, And I will also, what are my costs on this one? And
10
also the cost, oh, there it is, 107.60 from the March 27th signed order is also included.
And just, I may have misheard you, but the fine amount you said is 1050?
That's what I said.
Very good, thank you, sir.
1050, 800 on repair and 250 on planting. That's the breakdown.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything further for any more cases before the board?
No, sir.
All right, it is 2:08 and we are adjourned.
Thank you.
You're welcome.